Life isn't really about the misinterpretations that we all have, because who's to say somebody's interpretation is correct? Because all it is a perception. It's a means to a personal agenda. It's just we each interpret information differently. Some perceive it as God, some perceive it as the universe, some don't perceive it at all, but some look at it as nature. Some look at it a law. It doesn't matter. It's just a different interpretation of the exact same thing. So life isn't necessarily about, well, in the past everybody's believed that I need to stand up for what I believe and my religion is right and your religion is wrong. But when actually all religions are basically on the same thing, same concept, and it's just the interpretation that varies, the lack of ability to accept the interpretation of another. So if you can accept that it's a misinterpretation in your perception, then that means you can realign it so that it becomes an interpretation. So it's kind of amazing that when I talk to people who I've never met in my life, I explain things to them, and they end up saying, holy shit. I hear that more than anything. It's people are my interpretation of the universe, of nature, of psychology, of physiology, of reality, of perception, of storytelling in itself is all within comprehension. Either you do or you don't. Either you have the knowledge to understand and comprehend, or you lack the knowledge to understand and comprehend. And when you apply the model that I have to it, the laws of nature, Fibonacci sequence, fractals, gravity, even black holes, time, XYZ, everything, when you combine all that, all the answers are laid out in front of you. So you don't really have to question. You know the answer before you get to the root of the question. So for instance, when you hear I always know things before everybody else because what's 85% of thought is illogical thought. And if you're angry, that's irrational thought. So if you can trust information that makes no relevant sense to a situation, then if you're going to believe that to be true, then you deserve what you're getting. I'm trying to change the world. I'm trying to change myself, change people. And so if you're unwilling to change yourself, unwilling to do all that, then you're wasting my time. But if you want to learn how to interpret correctly, feel free to leave a comment and get a hold of me. Subscribe to my channels, do whatever. I love you all.